Welcome back to West Sound TV presents high school basketball. It's the beginning of the 2012-2013 season. We're at Klahowya High School for game number 1 of a doubleheader as the Klahowya girls and boys host the Crosspoint Warriors girls and boys teams from faraway Chico. On the dock, Doc Parr, Marianne Mabbitts on the camera, Kitty Campagna on that other microphone, and Kitty, Klahowya made quite a run in that second quarter to start out this third period with a 24-13 lead.
Definitely. Corey Holt, just one of the seniors who did a really nice job, had a three-pointer, another basket, and a free throw, so she leads her team with 6, and there she goes trying again.
Rebound pulled down by Grace Gargiulo, who has 3 fouls. We're going to have to keep our eye on that one. Nice drive into the hoop, and she will get a quick trip to the free throw line.
You know that Grace, that's one of her favorite things to do. You've been watching her do it. She's already been there 4 times, not able to connect yet. We'll see what she can do this time.
5'8" senior.
And as you said, Doc, all that way to Chico, not as far as it used to be, because that little roundabout's finally in, and they can make it there, which is pretty exciting. Grace had 2 points in the first half, still trying to find her free throw stroke.
This game played on Friday, November 30th. Game number 1 in a doubleheader here at the Eagles' Lair.
There it is. That's what she's been looking for.
And it's a 10-point lead for the Klahowya Eagles, 24-14.
Great combination. Oh, they're going to call the travel on Holt on that one, on her indecision.
It was good for Coach Hanley's team, I think, to get that quick point up there, even though it was just a free throw.
Yeah,
Still,
you want to break the ice and come out and score immediately.
A little bit of full court press by the Eagles, but they get it. The Warriors get it down low. Number 50 out there fighting for position against Annie Lever is Katlyn Cattell.
And that's going to be a jump ball, possession arrow to the Warriors. That will keep the shot clock at 16.
Doty inbound to Gargiulo. Shots off, gets her own rebound for a moment, but taken away by Corey Holt.
Forces it ahead. She was thinking about the three-pointer.
Oh, that's going to go off Annie Lever. She was thinking about that outside shot. She saw Lever breaking and probably made the right choice, but Lever was not ready. She was going for the rebound.
Doty bringing it up. Nice spin move by Doty underneath, but they're all being so well guarded.
Yeah, nice turnaround move by Gargiulo. And there with the inbound, the Warriors had the opportunity to put a little full court pressure on, and it almost paid off that
Lorian
time.
almost came up with another steal there with some help from her teammates. Doty, Gargiulo, and Lorian all guarding the 3 Eagles. Now,
it's a double.
There is no 10-second rule in girls basketball. And so although it's down to 15 seconds, you would think that would have been a violation. It is not. But it doesn't give you much time to shoot, I'll tell you.
But once you cross that half-court line, then you cannot go back again.
Correct.
And that's going to remain in the possession of the Eagles. But now the shot clock is down to 5, Kitty.
Time for them to, hopefully they're aware of that.
And the shot by Holt is off. Rebound to the Warriors.
Like her aggressiveness, just that little bit too hard on the shot.
Doty with it. And ball knocked loose, but the Warriors maintain possession. So Cattell will grab it and put it through.
Really good choice after she almost traveled with that one.
Oh boy, there's the screen, and what are they going to call on that one?
I think we will get a foul on Crosspoint, but not the best place to set that screen that close to the sideline, because then the sideline becomes a defender as well.
That's correct. Down low, and that one is going to be whistled a foul.
I think that might be...
If it goes against Cattell, that would be her 4th. It's Garjul's 4th. Oh boy. Big decision now, and it's Garjul with the rebound, fighting for it. Ball goes to Klahowya. And that time they're going to say that it's going to be Warrior ball.
And that foul's going to go on Corey Holt, number 23.
It's her first. But let's see how much longer they feel confident or comfortable in keeping Garjul in.
The coaches went over to the scorers table to check that, because I didn't even see her in that particular vicinity.
Yeah, there we go.
And they don't want to lose her. She scored 5 points here in this half already.
And Coach Dave Sturgeon of the Eagles is going to call a timeout as the Warriors have clawed their way back into this one. Down by only 4 now, Kitty, 24-20.
Yeah, they've done a nice job. I have the score up as 24-13, and obviously now it is a lot higher than that. But they've scored 7 points, and the Eagles have scored none so far in this first almost 3 minutes of the quarter. And so you are seeing a renewed energy out of this Crosspoint team. But it was in the second quarter that Klahowya had its surge. My guess is that, again, they will have that energy to maintain and come back in the fourth. But nice comeback so far by these Warriors.
And conversely, it was in the first that we saw the great D and the solid play by the Warriors.
Exactly. Right now they have that energy that seem to be real happy with where they're at. So
5:26 left to go here in period number 3, and the Crosspoint Warriors have cut the lead down to 4 points. So Klahowya will be inbounding, and the Warriors will have that full court pressure defense.
Klahowya doing a much better job against that full court, actually, even though they haven't scored this half.
Now, the key to that one was they spread it out.
They did. And you can do it with, you have to be willing to dribble through it at times, and other times it's that pass.
And Lever's shot is off. Whistle blows, though, and I think she'll get a trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, the coaches for Crosspoint noticed the extra step before the shot. And we'll see. Oh, and that's a fourth foul on Cattell.
So 2 of the starters for Coach Hanley's Warriors are with 4 fouls, and he is going to bring Cattell out. Replace the 6-footer with the 5'6" Kaylee Bandera.
If she could be dyslexic and switch that around to 6'5", it would be okay. But
yeah, that one goes in. 26-20 now. Klahowya finally on the board here in the third period.
Lever with 5 points in the game.
That one's off.
Great drive by Doty, but we've seen a lot of that so far tonight, where these Crosspoint girls have had a good drive to the basket and just not quite finishing.
Yeah, not afraid to take it into the iron. And that'll be Sally Fletcher coming out and Hartford in. Here's Garjul with the jumper, shots off, and
Grosier going down court.
Y'all will start worried about where Garjul's going to set up for defense.
I know, because you're thinking about that 5th foul.
And she did the right thing. She could not move. And Lever will go up to the free throw line again. After that made basket, she'll have an attempt at.
And they say that foul is on number 5, Kelly Bandara.
She's got 3 now.
Lever short.
Shots off, and Bandera with her board almost throws it out of bounds. Garjul showing some nice dribbling. Into Garjul. Good job off the iron, or off the glass, through the iron for Grace Garjul. That was a very nice shot. Tough one.
She's got some great moves out there. I can see why Coach he really can't afford to take her out. But Klahowya certainly can attack her every time.
Bowling for basketballs.
This time we're going to get that extra step called.
Halfway through quarter number 3, and it's a 6-point lead for the Eagles, 28-22. Into Bandera. Garjul dribbling it across half court. Nation with it now out to the top. They give it back to Kaylee. She is looking for the iron. Blocked by Lever. But the Warriors come away with it.
Well, I think they reset the shot clock, and why they did that, I'm not sure. But because there was never a change of possession.
That time there is, and going down hard is Nation. Looks like she's going to be okay, though. Yeah, she's
Hartford
limping out there.
Rebound.
And it looks like Coach Hanley's going to have to bring Cattell in for what appears to be an injury there to Nation.
But it's Bandera who's coming out.
They're going to leave Nation out there.
Does not want to get behind anymore, 30-20. Oh, that was a good pass, but a little low. Garjul did not force it, a smart thing.
Doty with it.
Great defense by Hartford. Not going to let her get any position.
Nice drive by Doty, shots off. Lever with the board for the Eagles, and Klahowya.
And this time I agree with the reset. Oh, they're going to say it is Klahowya's. Okay,
yep.
They better reset it then.
Yeah, the reset would be good.
Rouse comes out, Leenstra into the game. A little bit more height and some great rebounding. Holt gets it back to her point guard.
Yep. 2 guards out there in that back. That's Holt that brings it across half court. Hartford to Grozier. Inside to Leenstra. Leenstra with the turnaround. Ball won't go down, and Cattell with the board.
I like the way she uses that backboard, though. Garjul just wanting to take it every time.
Cattell into Garjul.
Double teamed.
She's doubled. And gets it out. Good job. The Warriors working around. The shot is off, but a good save by Nation.
Got to get it back up. 5 seconds.
4, 3. Garjul sees it, hears it from the team, and it hit iron, but they're going to say, well, they're going to...
It actually just hit backboard. Never quite came down in the iron.
So it was a shot clock violation.
Really great defense for the Klahowya girls once again.
A double team on Garjul messed up the whole thing for the Warriors.
Garjul did a good job of getting it back out, which meant somebody was open. You got to do those quick passes. And Sally Fletcher going to come in. Corey Holt getting a slight break.
1:43 left to go in this third period.
Klahowya. Fletcher came in as the designated shooter.
Off the front of the iron. Rebound, though, to the Eagles. Second shot off, and they'll get another attempt at it.
Inside. Oh, what a move by Annie Lever.
Lever goes through 2 players, one of them with four personals. Lever to put that up, but that was a nice move.
Lever has 6 points this half. Oh, Hartford right on top. I don't blame Doty for putting her arm out. I think there could have been a foul called in there.
Dan Cattell's. I don't know if that was meant to be a shot or a pass.
I think a pass.
It's out of bounds, and Klahowya will bring it in. It'll be Sally Fletcher triggering it in, and we have, well, they pulled the full court press off.
You know, full court press wears you out quickly, and they don't have a lot of extras right now.
Right now, Coach Hanley's got 2 players out there with 4 personals. Klahowya's got the ball knocked loose, and the Warriors come away with it. Bandera, oh, the steal. Hartford taking it away for the Eagles.
What we didn't point out is number 5, Bandera, is an 8th grader. Since they are an all grade school, they can do that. Doty's bringing it, not Doty, that would be Garjoul bringing it down.
And that shot's long, but Cattell keeps it alive for the Warriors. Back in to Garjoul, shots off, and Klahowya had the board. It's going to end up with the Eagles.
10 points separate these two teams.
32-22 with 12 seconds on the quarter clock.
7 seconds. Oh, nice pass, and
Leenstra shot just off, and 1 second for the Crosspoint Warriors to attempt a ABA four-pointer, Kitty. There it is, but if it would have gone, it would have been only 3.
Exactly.
Well, at the end of 3 periods of play here, the Eagles have managed to maintain their lead, 32-22, but at least this time, the Crosspoint Warriors were able to put some points on the board, unlike that second quarter.
They cut into the lead by 1, as it was 11 at halftime, but that's not a big cut when we know that there's going to be a fatigue factor hitting on this fourth quarter. And again, the thing that they have to worry about is a couple of the starters with 4 fouls, one of their key players with 3 fouls. The whistle hasn't been blowing quite as much lately, but that could be dangerous for these Warriors.
That will be the big deal, all right, for them.
Well, Doc, I'm liking what these Klahowya girls have done tonight. There's a lot of energy on that floor. They have not been intimidated by the full court press. When it first started, they looked a little nervous and weren't sure of how to handle it, and then just went, oh, we've been coached how to do this. We dribble, we pass, we find that open person. Annie Lever came back a couple times to be the tall one to throw it to, and then other times you have seen both Hartford and Grosier just dribble right past it, doing a very nice job.
And the Eagles have done a pretty good job tonight of not getting into foul trouble.
True. That is also very helpful.
Well, here we are, the beginning of the final 8 minutes here in this game, and the Warriors will have the inbound. Grace Garjoul triggers it into Bandera, the 8th grader. And Cattell is going to lose it out of bounds.
Now, Cattell is a sophomore, so you have a sophomore out there. Emma Lorien, a sophomore. Desiree Doty, a sophomore. The only senior playing consistently is Grace Garjoul. And Callie Nation, freshman. So very, very young team.
And it's Doty that'll bring it down for the Warriors.
I wonder if she wants to just put it between her feet and kick it, since she's a quality soccer player.
Jump ball, possession arrow favors Klahowya. Quincy Rouse coming back in. Rouse coming back in. What did we decide?
Rouse.
Okay.
Yep.
Rouse coming back in for Klahowya.
She was an offensive spark plug in that first quarter, and still looking to shoot it if she can, but knows better than trying to shoot it over the 6-foot Cattell.
There's Annie Lever, and it's that same travel that she got called on before.
She's gotten it, and Holt's gotten it. When you're a big person out there,
it's tempting to take that first step before the ball hits
that
the
is
wood.
Correct. Lorien bringing it down.
Doty out front for Crosspoint. Over to Cattell. She's outside the 3 now. Move in. Nice pass down to Garjoul on the baseline. She'll drive it and send it out for 3 to Doty.
Doty's been short on that shot most of the evening, so that's good to see. She had one other 3 earlier.
And that was another big thing that Garjoul does. She's very good at moving the ball around. Good board by Cattell. Hanging on to it.
And also no opportunity for Klahowya to set up that full court press. Garjoul being guarded by the entire Klahowya team.
Crosspoint will maintain possession. We have 6 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in the game, and it's a 7-point lead for Klahowya. Oh, good inbound. Shots off, but Doty with a great offensive rebound. Couldn't put it down, though, and Leenstra clears the boards for the Eagles. And now the Eagles will take that outside shot. Hartford's shot off, and Crosspoint sends it down low. And now they'll pull it back out again.
Now, since they brought Garjoul out at the point, they've done a really nice job. I think they like her under a lot just because of her tenacity.
That one's going to stay with Crosspoint. It went off Annie Lever's shoe. 32-25 lead for the Eagles.
When I got answers back from Christine Cattell as the AD at Crosspoint, she did make sure she pointed out, now they've only played one game. And you look at these guys, it doesn't look like they've only played one game. There's a lot of poise out there. They've certainly learned. They don't get a long time that they've been practicing. Now, a lot of them play summer leagues and fall leagues together and a variety of those nowadays, but no official practice time.
Man, Cattell's shot was well defended by about 3 Klahowya players.
Leenstrom moving in the middle. That's going to be short by Holt.
Oh, yeah, they're going to say out of bounds off Klahowya. Crosspoint will get it in with 5:15 to go.
That was Sarah Cooper trying to send it back in, number 21.
Now we've got a little bit of pressure by Klahowya, but they backpedal. Crosspoint gets it across half court. Into Garjoul, good move, but a good defensive effort. Was that Cooper or Leenstra?
It was either Holt or Leenstra,
okay.
Yeah. Or maybe a combo. Oh, a timeout by Klahowya. Coach not liking what he saw somewhere down there, so he's asking for a full timeout.
4 minutes, 52 seconds left to go, and the Eagles with a 32-24 lead over the Crosspoint Warriors. The Eagles come in undefeated, 2-0 here.
They're liking the way their season has begun. They beat Stillicum 40-17, and then they beat Chimacum 41-24. So I'm expecting a score somewhere in the area of 40 for Klahowya, and these already
they're up to 32.
They are
almost 5 minutes left, so that certainly isn't out of the realm of possibility.
So that to me shows me that this defense that we're seeing is nothing new. It's something they've worked on, that they've already done a good job with in their first couple games, and so Coach Sturgeon certainly has these girls going the right way.
You know, one of the things I like about these early season games is we get an opportunity to see other teams like the Crosspoint Warriors, who are a 1A division school and play during the regular season, mostly schools from the Seattle-Tacoma area.
Correct.
And our own 2A Olympic League. Everybody in 2A this year in Olympic League except for Port Townsend. The 1A Redskins still there in basketball. But probably not next year.
Exactly. Well, and we have those type of games coming up. We have a Bainbridge at North Kitsap on the boys on December 4th, and then Central Kitsap at Bainbridge girls. So those are ones that we aren't typically going to see.
Right, and the Bainbridge, of course, we love the Bainbridge team, Coach O'Ness, and great trip we took with them to the state championship ball game a few years ago. Unfortunately, the Metro League where they play is also mostly in Seattle, and mostly they charge for Metro League games way too much in my opinion. But I'm not a Metro League manager.
No, you're not, and it's one of those business decisions that they make, and it's a type of money they can make over with a Seattle station.
I was going to say, if Root Sports is willing to pay for it, then I guess go for it.
Well, and there have been times Root hasn't been willing to pay for it either, so we're not alone, definitely.
Okay, 4.5 left to go in the ball game. Klahowya with it, and that's Hartford.
Bandera taking a seat. Klahowya continues to move that ball around nicely.
Cooper out at point now.
Like the way Leinster keeps coming across the middle.
And the shot in and out for Sarah. Crosspoint with the ball. Doty looking to get it to a breaking Garjul, but that was nice defense by Sarah Cooper. Oh, nice play by Doty. She didn't make the shot, but she will get a trip to the free throw line, but that was a good play.
Coaches were pretty excited about it, too. A little bit of animation coming off that side. It's going to be a 2-shot foul, so they'll bring in the substitutes on the second shot.
And won't go down for Doty.
That's her first free throw of the evening. She has 6 points. Big hand for Leenstra.
Annie Lever back in the game, and Michaela Grosier.
And that one has a good bounce to it.
Within 6 now, and just under half of the fourth quarter left to go. Do you notice how the pace of the game has slowed down a bit?
Slightly. With that could be that early season fatigue, partially.
And playing a lot of full court pressure on both sides. Nice takeaway by Doty.
Holt comes from behind. Doty takes it the whole distance, and it won't go.
Man, again, a great play by Desiree. Just couldn't complete it.
And she did that with 3 Eagles surrounding her. Klahowya taking their time. They've got the lead. Clock in their favor right now. 3 minutes remaining.
Yeah, they look to get it inside to Lever, but she was triple teamed, and the Warriors come away with it. Doty will take that lane. This time a beautiful dish by Doty over to Lorien for 2.
And we're looking at 4 points separating these two teams.
2:40 left to go in the ball game. And Coach Sturgeon is also looking at it, and he's going to call a timeout.
You know, that last drive by Doty, she has gone to the basket every single time. They haven't been going down. What a smart move to do that pass off to Lorien. Wide open. Lorien uses the backboard, which is like my pet peeve of the world when they don't use the backboard, and puts it down to bring them within 4.
Yeah, especially on those layups.
Oh, yeah. When you are right underneath that basket, it is just the way to do it. But
unless, of course, you can stuff it.
That would be another option at, let's see, 5-3. Possibly, yes.
I guess would be something I'll never know in a regulation basket.
I believe I've stuffed once, but I was on top of the shoulders of a guy who was 6'5", and even then it was difficult for me. So, but great game, Doc, for our first game of the season. These teams both well coached, and we are seeing awesome defense, some really smart decisions. Look at how Garjul stayed in the game.
And Cattell.
Yeah.
Both of those Crosspoint Warrior teams, players, have played with 4 fouls since halftime.
Pretty much. Exactly.
Hope we don't jinx them.
No.
Next 2 foul outs.
Ooh, that was a quick inbound.
Yes,
I'm not even sure that the Klahowya players were ready.
Well, as soon as the ref gives the ball to the player, she can throw it in. We don't have to wait for that volleyball whistle.
True.
And Klahowya, oh, there's a big 2-point shot for Hartford.
Hartford has 4 this half, 6 total.
And so Crosspoint now had 4 players to bring the ball up court. That's Garjul with it, guarded by Grosier. Back to Doty. She tries to get it into Garjul. That's Garjul's favorite setup spot, obviously.
That's also going to be a reset of the shot clock because it was kicked.
Off the foot. Oh, turn around for the outside shot is short from Garjul, and Klahowya's Grosier brings it down court. We're under 2 minutes. Lever passes it out, and ball gets loose. Klahowya, though, maintains the possession.
Now, Garjul's pretty much played this entire game except for about a 151 where she was taken out when she got her 3rd foul in the first half.
Lever inside. Her turnaround shot is off. There it's on, excuse me, for 2, and she's going to have an opportunity at 3.
And I think that's number 5 on, no, they say that was on number 20.
I think that was going to be tagged to Nation.
Okay. Lever has really picked up her game this second half, but they've worked it hard getting it into her.
And that one's off the front. Cattell with a board. And that's why Coach Hanley has kept her in. And now Coach Brian Hanley is going to call a timeout. 1:38 left to go, and back to a 6-point lead for Klahowya. Actually, 8-point, yeah. 36-28.
I forgot two that missed, exactly. So, well, smart move by the coach to call a timeout. He knows that they've got to be really smart. They've got to manage their time. It's not one of these where you can take your time looking for a shot, that's for sure. And obviously, Klahowya is going to do the opposite. Only 5 team fouls on the Warriors, so they're still going to need a couple before it's even going to be to the 1-and-1.
Well, they've got it to within the 8 points, and the Eagles are within 4 points of that 40 you were talking about earlier.
Exactly. So these guys it's been a well-played game. Very impressed with the defense, especially on both these teams.
1:38 left to go here, and an 8-point lead for the Klahowya Eagles over the Crosspoint Warriors of Chico, Washington.
Used to be Kings West, for those of you who aren't recognizing that name. They're with the Gateway Christian Schools.
Garjula will inbound it for the Warriors in red. And that's Doty. Ooh, that was a nice screen by Cattell.
Going to be a jump ball.
Yeah, possession arrow stays with Crosspoint. Doty out front to Cattell. Back to Doty. And Nation tries to get it to Doty. Another jump ball, but this one, the arrow goes to Klahowya. 1:21 left to play.
You know, you like to see them running their offense and working it around, but
you might have to speed it up.
You might have to hoist a couple.
And back into the game is Bandera, and Nation, the freshman, will come out.
I think this is a defensive move. Get some young legs in there, 8th grade. Really nice job of doing some screening.
Ball's loose, and Crosspoint comes away with it. In fact, Crosspoint is fouled. They're not anywhere near the penalty, though, so it'll be just an inbound for the Warriors.
You know, as a coach, you like to see that aggressiveness where they're still trying to get points, but truly, Klahowya had no need to throw that into the middle.
And, of course, this allows the Eagles to set up some partial full-court pressure.
Yeah, they aren't looking to foul. They are just looking to slow down.
Bandera sends it to Doty.
There you are.
Shot is good for 2.
That's hoisting.
They're within 6 now, but there's only 54 seconds left to go in the game. And that's going to be a foul on Hartford, or on Lorient, but no shot, only number 5. Another one to give for the Warriors. Grozier with it. Lorient's really trying to grab that ball, and Doty will get tagged once again.
And I think that should be the 7th one now. They were slow putting them up.
Oh, now you're correct. And so that means that will be a shooting foul. A 1-and-1 coming up for Grozier.
44 seconds remaining, 6 points separating these two teams. Klahowya in the lead.
Shot off the back of the iron, and Grozier had it for a minute. Doty had it for a minute.
Uh-oh.
And nobody's got it now. Except finally, Desiree kind of grabbed it. Lorient holds it. Whistle blows. Oh, they're going to call a travel on Lorient, who was the first person to actually control the ball. And the last 10 seconds.
And again, one of the cardinal sins almost there where you've got to get Shooter, and Shooter almost rebounded that.
And now with 30 seconds left to go, the Warriors are pretty much in the position where they're going to have to put Klahowya up to the free throw line. Still the 1-and-1 for will be Grozier.
They got the result they wanted last time with the miss, but not able to convert. Heard him yelling, "Get Shooter." Went silent
that
in
one's
this
up,
gym.
and Garjul with the rebound for the Warriors. Cross quarter over to Doty. Good play by Doty. Shot off, though. She waited for the defender, but the Warriors take it back. She'll take the long one.
And that's a 2
It's
again,
only
they say.
2. It was close.
I thought it could have been 3. Ow.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this is going to be a flagrant.
That one is a flagrant foul. And that is unfortunate. With 10 seconds left to go, it will put Klahowya up to the free throw line and give them possession.
Corey Holt trying to find all parts of her body once again.
Intentional, they're calling it. And Lorian has 4 now, too.
Exactly. I think they want it to be a team effort with everybody with 4.
And Holt's first shot misses, second shot misses, so those 2 went for naught.
Well, she got hit pretty hard, and that it sometimes takes a second before you can.
And now it will be an inbound for Klahowya, back at the point of the foul. Down to Holt, and she's fouled again, and that will be it for Emma Lorian. But you pretty much have to do that. You got to foul somebody.
It is your only answer. There's only 8 seconds left, though, and 6 points separate them, so it might be time to stop fouling.
We'll see what Corey does at the free throw line.
Oh, they're trying to get her out because that was her 5th foul.
Well, you got 30 seconds, though, to replace the player.
You do, but I mean, they were trying to shoot it when they shouldn't have been. They had to wait for that replacement. Corey with 1 more.
Oh, it won't go. Actually, she has another one.
Yeah, you're right, because we're at 10 now.
Yep. The double bonus. And that one will not go. Garjul with it, 7 seconds. Doty with it. She's got to elevate right now. She does not. And there she goes. But to no avail, and a well-fought ball game. But the Klahowya Eagles are going to keep their record unsullied with another win, 36-32.
Unbelievable, Doc. For Klahowya to start out the season. I think that Coach Sturgeon's going to ask for $10 on his severance pay now that he's got him with so many wins. But great start for him. Some of that's scheduling, knowing who you're playing against, but it is getting your system working early.
Yeah, and I was very impressed with the solidarity of the Klahowya team, let's use that word, because when they were ahead, they did a very nice job of not forcing anything offensively, working it around the outside. They have a number of people for different tasks on that team, and let's give Crosspoint a lot of credit coming in here, losing by only 4 to the Eagles, and what great defense, I thought especially they had in that first period.
Oh, definitely, and I think the word with the Klahowya team, as you said, Doc, I'm going with team.
Yep.
Because although Annie Lever stepped it up that second half, you didn't feel like there was a star. They were all working towards the same goal.
Well, this is game number 1 in our doubleheader, and we'll have that second game coming up for you shortly as the Klahowya Eagle boys team hosts the boys from Crosspoint. Well, we're West Sound TV. Marianne Mappett's been on the camera for you here in game number 1. Kitty Campagna on that other microphone, and I'm the doctor, Doc Parr, saying stay tuned. We will see you soon. Okay.